Son of Beast here, and you have been watching the Stanley Cup playoffs in between the matchups of the East and West Conference matchups in between the teams. And now, this all comes down to the Stanley Cup finals, as we have the last two teams standing in between the two. The first seed against the second seed from the Eastern Conference and Western Conference. Avalanche Rangers are next on EA Sports. Let's do this, team, as we're about to see the next matchup. It's the Avs and Rangers, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals on EA Sports. OJ along with Paintbrush and of course Speedboat here on the center. It's time for Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. This matchup is about to be turning things in, and we're underway to get started. The courtesy of this lineup is being as followed. Kale McCarr. That's Nathan McKinnon. Then we have across is Mikko Rantanen. Across from there is the other on Dylan Toews. Dylan Toews, one of the biggest one of the early upsettings of this game, has picked up one of the great impressions of this one. He's been doing a lot hard lately, and he was picking up his game, most of his careers, and building up a better offensive plays this game. Now at that time, he wants to go for it again. The goaltenders are being, this matching up. We have across the other angle, we have his Kemper. Kemper really got to grade all of them to make that one down. We're really happy to hear him. Well, the one-hand timer, it won't be enough to get there through, and they're going to have to try again from the top. It's very hard. The simple of the idea is to try to keep things right from ahead. The pressure on gets, they need something else to try to go big here and try to take them down. It's very difficult. Toews with the puck. It's Trudeau with the takeaway. Zibanejad with the puck. Now he swings inside. Over to Panarin. Good road shot. Saved up by Kemper. Excellent save out there. This one is turning out to be one-timer enough to try to hit the deck. Burakovsky pulls the puck here. Back to Kadri. Trying to deflect it, but it was taken away by Toews. With the shot, scores! Toews with the first goal. It's a go-ahead goal. The Avs are on the board. One of the comfortable ways for Devin Toews, he has already picked him up there right in front of the board. He was making his time right around the man, like an obstacle cone course, and has this goal in. The Avs have picked up their way right down to the start of the Game 4, as right now they have a 1-0 lead. Now here's Miller. He has the puck here across. Comfer taking it over. Girard over to Comfer. And Aaron takes it away. Girard goes right over again to McKinnon. Shesterkin comes up with the save. And he will get a clear of the puck as we have a face-off coming up. Now both teams are in ready to get their position. The Avs have their way in a 1-0 lead of a score. The Avs wins the faceoff. Comfer back over again to Murray. Murray back over to Johnson. Nice puck movement here for Colorado. Now back over to Murray. Scoop along inside with a shot. It gets knocked away and Strome takes the cover. And that puck sends out of play. They will hold the whistle here as we have a face-off coming up. Both the players are ready for the attack in a neutral zone. Rangers have their win. Panarin has the puck. Scoots it over. One-time shot. Not enough to beat the timing. Its time down was turning it to be wide, unsuccessful range. That has to be a tough one to try to keep out of the range in sight. That goes right over again. Now here overhand is Sturm. Stern made the entry. Taking big hits at this point. Johnson tries one again. Kubo with the puck. Strom takes it over. With the 2-on-1, that was in and out. A lot of backhand missed passing communication. This one's too much to pick up a wrist. It blocks over. Almost went losing over, and Kemper is going to hold on with the puck. Face-off is coming up. That was too quick. Too much to call. You got to hold on to the puck. Now both players on ice, ready for face-off. Kadri wins the face-off. Kemper will try to hold on to it. And now we will have another face-off going up again. Now they're doing this one all over again to go back from take 2. The higher skills for Hito wins it. It stops over Gauthier, puck lost control. Kadri has a puck. Nichushkin up around it. Lindgren takes it over. Now it's past the Hunt. Hunt's inside. That's over again to Nichushkin. Rangers are picking up the attacking range. Takes a pick and inbound. Fox has the puck. Trying to take over Nichushkin. 2-1. Oh, he just knocked it out. Can't make it stop. That play was definitely not enough to try to keep the momentum out there. They lost the puck. They couldn't hold on to it right now. They got to do something else to try to stop them. But that is what they need to do to try to regain the group. They got to get better at that point. Johnson shot. Landeskog holds on to the save after by goaltender. Johnson back to McCarr. The edge inside. Gets whipped down. Shoots one. That's stopped by Shesterkin. Here's Avalanche passing the neutral zone. Now the puck takes over by McCarr. Fires across over to Newhook. From the board on attack. And O'Connor's pass was intercepted by Zibanejad. Here's Lafreniere, up to the wall, scooping along the board. Puck takes it over. Lafreniere holds on. Went wide. It's tough now because they need something else to try to hold the attackers and pick it up. Offside is the call as the players are getting tired. They will have to hold up from here. We have a lot of gaining attack moments. A lot of time left for New York Rangers past the midway mark. And now we have another face-off coming in for the neutral zone. Murray will have to hold it back. Rantanen moves inside. Strome tries one again. Panarin right in the neutral offense zone. McKinnon will clear the puck out. And McKinnon beats the icing down. Here's Murray on the other hand. Glove save by Shesterkin. That one gets a rip out of it, and we have to stop the clock at 9:05 to go. These both players, Mikko Rantanen's got a great tape-to-tape feed on his ankle. He can find the open passes and can go for another open angle, so to look, he will try to find someone who can try to take it over. Artemi Panarin's got his make-it-snappy ability with his only a one-man attacking range. I'll be keeping an eye on those two in between Panarin and Rantanen between the periods. Guys, back to you. Rangers have picked up the face-off win. Miller back over to Strome. Now moves over to Goodrow. Fires the puck on ice. Now the Colorado zone territory will be going right to New York territory. Rantanen trying to find someone. And McKinnon up. Oh, he could have tried to hold on for that. And a save beat comes up by Shesterkin. He really got it all down. He was quick in time. The pacing of this run is a tough one to keep in bounding. In control now is Trouba. Now Trouba holds this off to Strome. The Rangers are on the attack. Helm takes it over. Racing for a 2-on-1 in the tackle zone. Score! his first goal in the finals. And Allen with the assist. 2-on-1 attack. What is great at passing zones. Now when you called for that Stern, he got it all down right there. He was picking up a deliberation that he really wants it all and trying to pick him when he gets it through. The Avs now have the board 2-0 here in the game. So far, the Avalanche are ready to go back in to face again. This won't be a shutout win here in the finals because the Avs are on the board and it looks like they're going to be heading up at the lead here to give it off they can. Kreider takes it over. Kreider, open look, and a stick barely coming up at the stick infraction tripping call. That will be on Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson didn't really see that one going. It didn't really happen like that. That was all that happened. Not a good sign. New York Rangers are up for the power play for the first time here in Game 4. Right now they're in for the 5-on-4 advantage for the Rangers and the Avs. Higher Skills comes in for toes. Eagles went down. O'Connor will try to clear the puck down the other end. Shesterkin comes in right around the board. Here's the Zibanejad. Covers up to Kreider. Kreider over to Strome. Trying to pick it up, and Cooper holds it up at the save. Holds the puck, and we have under 7 minutes to play in the first. Both players are set on the face-off. This one is about to be heavy on each team. Can be the only tough change-up if they wanted to go for it. They do always. They need something else to try to make it clear. Zibanejad comes in. And Lafreniere, the backhand would have made that one through. Cooper's going to try to clear the puck. Last minute to play in for the power play of the Rangers. Hito moves inside. Along the entry, shot saved by Cooper. Now it's Goodrow. Back to Zibanejad. Zibanejad inside. That's Toes takes away. And the firing puck will come down the ice here for the Avs. Right now this takes away. O'Connor shot. Oh, he takes it and a block shot by Goodrow. Time is running out. He's going to go back on ice when he's ready to go. Hito with the puck. Zibanejad back the other way. And the Rangers are undefeatable to beat the score. The power play is over. Now they're back at even strength. They really do. What a great job for the defenders. They have it all down here on the board. They got something else to show what they can do. They got enough to say about that one. Another textbook save here by Shesterkin. Giroux up with a shot. Save the front. Oh, Contre would have gotten the rebound and try to pull it back in. Goodrow fires the puck around the board. Now Shesterkin. Hold it around the puck here. Contre holds the puck. Fired across the offensive board. Shesterkin holds it back over to Zibanejad. New York's backing in their neutral zone, backing into the offense zone. That's bad pass. Shesterkin has the puck. Trying to hold it from here. Now it's Zibanejad with the puck. Nice zone entry from the wing. Battling for the loose puck. Hawks carries offside. That goes right over to 2:41 left. Along the board of the time in the game, it's 2-0 Colorado Avs. The Avs wins it. Johnson rolls over to Burakovsky. He fires the puck right over to Rantanen. Rantanen's inside by the back of a hand. Trying to hold up at the group. Gerard, and this one goes back off the ice. They're going to try to regroup it here, and they pulled it out front. Great job with the defenders. They got it all down here where they wanted to go. They didn't seem to care about that. The airman doesn't want to do anything. They really have to stop him going intentional speed of the work. They can't let the man get out of here. They got to find another way to try to stop him. Where's it end up with the puck? In the attack. 2-on-1. Oh, the misconnection has already been knocked out. It turns to be another delay with the passes. Not a great sight at all. This really has to stand up. They got a lot of stuff. They need to go for it. Another beat icing here for Rantanen. Stern with the puck. With the shot. It's blocked up. Rantanen will try to scoot it back. With the puck. Landeskog. Backhand shot. Same game. Landeskog lost the puck. 10 seconds left to play in the first period. Miller finds an open man. Reeves with it. With 1 second, fires. And that will do here for the first period. 2-0 is the score. Avs lead by 2. We'll be right back after this. Both teams ready for another face-off. Glad you could join us here for today. It's time to get in the game. We are on our way. Second period's about to start. In between the two, we got a great in-between scores. 2-0 is the Avs lead. They got a lot of stuff where they're going to try to keep the deck out of run. I do always. They really got a lot of great pressures out there. Most of all, the hard work, the dedication picks it off. And I really like it when the hustle is inbound. They got a lot of them. They wanted to do something here quick. They got to try to find another way to get right from here. They got to show things off. Kemper holds him up here. Now he gets off the toes. McCarr with the puck. The Avs pick their way into the offense zone. Lafreniere takes it over. Here's Kreider. He on the attack. That shot saved off by Kemper. Zibanejad tries to hold the deck. Now he went down and fired it out. That holds up another save by Kemper. Between the two of this one, Avs and Rangers are one of the toughest teams here in the regular season. Every in-between they go, they wanted to get there and to right in the deck. The deck is not the pressure. They really something else to go for, but they don't have enough to try to find anybody where they wanted to go for. They gotta try to hit things on the deck to hit that run. Zibanejad takes the puck away. Lindgren with the puck. Tries to take it over again. McInerney back to Johnson. Holds it back down. What a stop. Evans got to tip in. Kreider gets a goal in the second period. It looks like the puck went loose. All of a sudden, right now and there, they were trying to regroup it. They couldn't find the puck out there, and Kemper couldn't even see where the shot was going. So he didn't have no choice what to do. So he has to find a look here, and he couldn't try to make a save out of it. It's a tough shot, not really in a better position. Score! New look with the goal, and that is a 3-1 lead. They are catching up. Ring the bell. That's for Newhook with the bank shot, and it tipped right in there. What a great snipe at it. He just picks up a lot of the moment to increase this lead. Rangers back into offensive territory, and here's Goodrow. Right over again, saved off by Kemper. Puck clears out. Now Shesterkin will have to cover it here. Here's Panarin back the other way. Panarin up into the attack. Finds an open man. Johnson takes it over. He fires a puck on the ice. And this one calls an icing on Colorado. Only 16:21 to go. 3-1 lead. Now another face-off time in between the two attackers on the board. The bench could be a little bit hard to try to pick the plays here and then try to work their game in the offensive on the offense. They have to do it again. Copper and their teams are trying to keep their man on pressure. They have something to do with, and not to do with anybody. They really got it all down. O'Connor tries to hold on to the puck. Panarin finds his way over to Lindgren. Back to Panarin. Up with the pass, and it's tipped out off the goalie again. And a bad pass has been lifted. Panarin trying to pick him back up in the game. Giroux right over to Comfort, over to Johnson. That's stopped by Fox. Fox is over back to Panarin. And Shaw in it. Saved off by the goaltender. Panarin back over to Lafreniere. Tries to take one. And it's good to knock out. Another save by Kilper. The Avs now on the offensive attack. He finds Zuha. Backing over is Gerard. Shoots a fire rocket. That's stopped again by Shesterkin. That won't have to fight him if he wants to pick him up again. Put back on a punch out there. What a roughing play out in a moment. Truba and bad pass connection here. O'Connor, Strome in with the mid puck. Tries to pick up the Lafreniere. In the board rebound. And saved off by Kemper. Oh, what a great one. Kemper will try to hold on to the puck. 13:06 to go in the second period. With better play in position, Igor Shesterkin and Darcy Kemper are the only roughest goaltenders in the game. You have to go with that one here. All he needs to do, they got a lot of worthy credit run to try to hit off the deck. Now they really need to go with that bigger changeup that they wanted to hit for. They wanted to try to stop one right ahead. Here's Sturm right over again to Johnson, who's quickly over to Helm. Now back over is Robbie Kubo. Kreider's got the puck in the neutral zone, back the offensive zone. Takes one, fires, wraps, and glove saved by Kumpo. Helm over to Robbie Kubo. Sturm lost the pass connection here. Toes with the puck. Takes a big hit. He went down very hard. They need something. They wanted to try to wrap it. Toes with the shot. Trying to rebound it. Saved by Shesterkin. Miller up again. Gauthier with the puck. Now he moves over to Hunt. He picks it over again. Sturm grabs the puck and a miss fires. Hell lost the puck control. Now over to Hunt. New York back in the offensive attack. He took a quick crack out of it. Wants to get physical. They have to do that one. Much more to get this being needed. Watch out. Look out. That's a saved off again by Shesterkin save there. Lindgren comes to cover over back to Reeves. Past the mid-period and we're playing in the second. Lindgren has the puck. Now swings over again to McKay. McKay will try to fire it. And that one gets tipped off by a defender. McKinnon's got the puck in there across the neutral offense zone. He took a big hit out of here. Going to be a heavy hit for tomorrow. They really do. When they get hit, it's going to be a tough pounding. Another huge save by the goaltender. Stick lifted off. And here's Panarin McKay. Covers up with a loose puck. McKay over and unable to hold on to the puck. McKinnon will have to try to scoop things over to Landeskog. Lord Johnson over to Murray. Takes a shot. Scored! Murray has its first goal. And he's on the board for the finals. You call that one, Ryan Murray was delivering the big slam, the big boom, like you need it. You love that intense out there. Ryan Murray has already been stacking things out. He's picking up a great huge stop. I have to say that Ryan Murray has already got his first goal. Waited so long here for the postseason after the regular season. But to tell you for that one here, they are the bestest part of the plays that they've ever done here so far. And that was the biggest play in the game. What a play here for Ryan Murray. His first goal has to be happening here in the finals. What a help out there. They got it all down to the knee. After the offside has been whistled on the Rangers, it's Landeskog with the puck. He fires the puck. Nichushkin has the puck in the corner. Scooped up along the board by Gerard. That takes over to Zibanejad. Now Lafreniere will try to regroup it. Block the man. Holds up by Kilper. Gerard over to Nichushkin. Nichushkin in the offensive zone. Go around, up out of the way. Shesterkin got to save, and you're going to have to be more physical and try to hit the band out of right from the man. This advantage can be tricky. Nothing will kill you the momentum. The Avs have 4-1, ready for the face-off again. And it went too early here as Fox will have the puck. Kreider right from the wing. Moves inside. A textbook save by Kemper. Now over again. Comper firing the puck over again to O'Connor. Now it's Newhook. Takes it back over to Gerard. Now back to Newhook. Johnson rolls over to Gerard. Right around the outside. Connor. Backhand shot. Lifted out. Gerard over again. One-timer. That shot went wide. He's not really trying to keep the momentum out there. He really got to do something else to make it quick. The easier to get it, the harder it goes. O'Connor right over, back over to Albie Kubel. Knox takes it over with the puck, trying to go right around the boards. For under 5 minutes to play in the second period. That's a textbook save by Kilpaw. And now he gets the puck to hold it from here and get ready for the face-off. Now both players are in the offense circle in the center. The Avs lead it 4-1 in the game of the second period. Sure, what a play! Terrific here for the Avalanche defenders. They do know that they are going to try to help them on the attack. Home, back over to Toes. Toes loses the puck. Goodrow with the puck. Finds over Panarin. Make it snappy. Unsuccessful. Sturm rolls over to Helm. Helm took a little back down, and he went smacking in again. Helm shot. Saved up by Shesterkin. Helm trying to hold up with the puck, but it went too loose. Now firing across for the Ranger offense to the Avalanche territory. Now brings it over again to another offense zone. Sturm take a crack around the boards. Landeskog over to McCarr. Landeskog tries to hold back to Murray, making new changes, and offside is the call. They need something else to do. They got to try to figure it out where to go. In between, Nathan McKinnon's got a good ankle breaking in for this game. He can try to take down the defenders, and he can try to hold things out when they go right from the player and can shoot anywhere he can go for. That's the toughest ones that he can try to stop for. Nearing 2 minutes left to play in the second period. Rantanen has it back. Johnson. Rantanen shot, and another huge save comes up for Shesterkin. Rantanen tries over. Johnson with the puck. They try to hook up a Weaver here. Crease Crasher may not be enough to try to hold the angle. Now Hunt. On his own entry for New York. Murray takes it over. Now it takes over to Rantanen. With the shot. Scores! Nichushkin! That's the first another goal for the finals. They now stop the clock in 1 minute. And that was 19 minutes on the board. You feel that this Nichushkin was going to beat it before the last minute play. But he had it all in front of him now. He is trying to take it around and go easy approach. The Avs had their extension. It's a 5-1 game here at Ball Arena. Now only 1 minute left to play here in the second period. Here's Avalanche. He fires the puck across the ice. Now after Nichushkin. Kadri pass over to Landeskog. Landeskog trying to hold him around. Ty can't find the man. Lob in there right to the board in the corner. Go over to Zibanejad. To it, wrestled down. Firing the puck, Landeskog. Icing is the whistle, and that will be stopping the clock at 3.1 seconds. They're really tired out there. They might want to take a break before they get back on ice. So good thing right now, the second period's winding down. And that will do the second period. That leads it with 5-1. Colorado leads up by 4. We got to take a quick break, and the third period is underway next. Both players set for face-off. Let's do this, team. Third period about to begin. And if you're all just tuning in for the Stanley Cup Finals, we'd like to appreciate you tuning in here. And we got a last period to play in Game 4. This isn't the toughest matches. What do you think who had a better plays in this one game, Gary Paintbrush? I have to tell you that one here. This all has to be on the better play that they're going to have to try to hold with the calls. They really got a lot of it going down where they wanted to pick things up. I like it though when they really wanted to try to pick things up. Offside is the call, and for that one we got a penalty coming up for the Avalanche. Matt McKinnon, not a great start here in the third period. He has a holding call. Rangers are on for the power play for the second time for tonight. The score has a 5-1 lead here in the third. Here's Shuba, saved by Kilper. Now holds the puck here with only 18:50, and the power play is about to still get underway here. They're trying to hold the deck. Now they need something else to try to go from the attackers. They got to try to cover it, close the goalie and the defenders. Can't be losing their focus out there if they wanted to get right in there. They need something else to try to hold it back and then try to take it down where they wanted to go. The puck clears out from the zone. Pulls it back, Miller. Right over again is Strome. New York in the Ranger attack. That's stopped by Kemper. Easy textbook save. Comes in to save the puck. Minute and 23 played for the power play. Avalanche keeps a win. Stern, fire the puck or hole. Now Fox will have him here. Here's the Banajat over to Tito. Tito moving in. Tries to pick up the regain. Lafreniere shot. Saved it off. No penalty regained on Colorado. He really did, because that would have been a better call to try to hit the deck. They really got it all in here. What a hustle. Shesterkin comes in for the save, and we got a face-off coming up on the upper end. 30 seconds on the power play for the Rangers, 17:24 remaining in the third period. Now the higher skills, Johnson up, that was tipped up at the short-ended, and that one's another save made by Shesterkin. Rangers back in the territory on offense. Time is almost up. Hito with the puck, backhand shot saved made by Cooper. The man advantage is over for New York. Only one happens to be here without the power play. Here's the man rush. Lafreniere. Stabbed and kicked away by Kilper. Hito. Good row shot. Another textbook save here by Kilper. Ranted it back the other way. Trying to heat up with the move here. Lafreniere has to pick it up. Landeskog. Knocked down. Now again, Comfer. Move over to Rantanen. Up to Comfer. He take a little hit with the crack at it. McCarr shot. Saved off by Shesterkin. Holds it with the glove, and that will hold it under until 16 to go in the third period. Both teams are set on a glare of the ice. It's now still 5-1 game, and this is where we left off here in the third period. Higher skills ranging of the attackers' toes. Goodrow on the attack inside the offense zone. With the shot, it's stopped away by Cooper. He really needs it. That really has to save him from here and try to pick things up where he had it before. Panarin passes over to Goodrow. Now Lindgren shoots it, save again. Toes try to answer with the rebound. Panarin. Good road. That's stopped by the goaltender. What an easy one. The savings coming in alive, hot and hot. Landeskog in the zone, and it was picked up by McKay. New York's back in the attacking zone. Fox with the puck. That carries offside as this one will stop the play clock here for 13:41. Now they're in the neutral zone. Get ready for the face-off. And New York goes back to work. Lundgren up. That's saved up with an easy call here on Kemper. They need it all. Here's a heavy attack. Ranger man unable to connect with the one-on-one pass. Johnson will have to hold on to the puck. Now Elm is inside. Backhand pass. And that's a bad rejection here of Jeremy Kubel. Now he goes to Lindgren. Up and over again. He fires the puck up across the deep. Gerard over to Stern. Now fires to Johnson. Johnson's inside now. Range over to Gerard. That was shot went wide. He really didn't have that time. He was nowhere to go. He was going to try to reach his way down in the end, and that may be a tough one to go right from back-to-back zone ability. Hell loses the puck. Newhook went down hard. Kreider has the puck. Now swings over to Zibanejad. That's save made by Kemper. Gerard will hold it back from here. Avalanche picking it up. Gerard to O'Connor. Taking big contacts here, battling for the loose puck. Lafreniere with the puck, scooping along the board. In the middle! That's stopped by Kemper. Landeskog with the puck. Unleash the canyon. And that's not going to be enough to try to hold the deck out of it. Yeah, the firing puck is a little too wide. It's a hard one to try to take him down where he wants to go. Now for another face-off. 10:22 left, almost about to reach the halfway mark yet. And Johnson has the puck covered. That leashes outside, clears down on ice. The Avs are picking their way back in. Hito with the puck. Now back to Trouba. In alone. That's stopped by Kemper. Landeskog. Hito with the puck. Up to Hunt. Saved by Kemper. Now to Kadri. Kadri losing the puck. Johnson trying to hold it back. Now it's over to Landeskog. Fires the puck to Kadri. There's no room to find a man open there, and it's about to be taken away by New York. They fire the puck on ice. They do the same thing just like they did. Nichushkin. Gauthier takes the puck. Now Hedl tries it again. Landeskog, right over again to McKinnon. McKinnon up! Oh, he just didn't save it up again. That's another save. Oh, the shot went wide. He's way too late, way too high. Not really a good sign. McCarr back with it now. 8 minutes to play in the third period. McKinnon up to Landeskog. Landeskog with the puck. Holds the puck in. That's saved off by Shesterkin. Trouba over to Stroll. New York fired the puck in deep. Landeskog tries it over again. Reaching in the zone is Stroll. Inside alone. Panarin with the make it snappy. Good row up. Strong. And he has to be more aggressive to try to go right from the goalie. If you have too close, a lot of bad timings, it can be hard to get there. Rangers in Colorado are back under the face-off zone. Another win here for Colorado. Good toe kick here to give it up to McCall. Panarin back to Fox. That is a big savior, and a cannon is knocked out. Heat rocket making. They have to do something a lot much better than they have done last time here for the regular season. It's all what they can do. Here's Goodrow. 3-1. Another textbook save. And Zibanejad, he lost the puck and couldn't try to hold on. Lindgren, in alone, deflected off of Makar. Oh, hello out there. That's a tough one to try to stop the man advantage. Makar, backing over again. Ami Kubo to Stern. Stern goes it over. Makes a shot, Canyon. That's just deflected off the goaltender and right to Ami Kubo. Stern has the puck. Tries to lift it out of the way. They will try to regroup in here to make a man advantage more playable. And it's about to happen now. He really doesn't want to do anything. He wants to try to leave it alone, but can't leave it off with a bigger batter attack. They have just got to be a strange fighting kills. New York shot, saved off by Shesterkin. Under 4 minutes to play, Comper has the puck. Not a good sight, and Shesterkin will have to try to hold the puck to stop the play run action to get ready for another faceoff. Now the teams are in back in offensive zone. They are about to do it again, run back to back. Avalanche winning again. New York shot, glove saved by Shesterkin. That one will then hold to clear the puck, and now we have under 3:30 to go. Now they're doing things again on the other side. Avalanche only ready to get into the podium to get on the board without a shutout loss. Miller up over again. We have Mika Zibanejad. Now Kreider, glove saved by Kuemper. He really got a good heavy on that one. What a big stop. O'Connor holds on to the puck. Johnson over again to O'Connor. As the helmet went flying off, here's Kreider. New York back to the offensive attack. Kreider inside. That's stopped again by Kuemper. Now we got a hold of the puck and get ready for another face-off. Tired man's out there. They're going to need to catch their breaths. And with the call, we have me phone standing by. Timmy Panarin with the only man advantage out there. He makes it snappy. He can try to hold things up here where he wants to go. Mikko Rantanen has a lot of great average skills. He could find an open man to go with the tape-to-tape feed. I will check it out. Always checking out. He's got the best plays with the tape-to-tape skills. I'll be keeping an eye on those two and see who had a better change up to get right into the zone in action. Change up, always improving strong. Guys, back to you. Kuemper, hold on with the save. And stop by 1:30 to go. The roughest team how it always happens to be, the Avs are ready to go right to the win. They have always been picking up so far after a 3-game shutout. And the last game they already have lost in overtime against the New York Rangers. That happens to be the 8-3 lead where he wants to have it. They have it. And he picked it in, and they're not going to count the goal. And he went right to the crease and said, yeah, this one's not a very good changeup. And he was tipped it in there. He was too close to the goalie. That should have been counted already, but it was nothing to try to hit the deck. And with that one, they're going to try to college that one, and it's not on the person. Landeskog, and you're going to accept the goal. Well, that was very tough and intense out there. He likes that one, so he's not on the crescent. That stays it out of the net. He's really into a good heavy batches in the pointer, and it looks like the Avs are back in the zone. So after the review of the play, they already have challenged up with the goal. We never seen that one here to make an overturn call, as the challenge was Stans here to make a goal. He's never too close to the crease. We're entering right over to Newhook. Now hanging over, and we have another one for Hedl. Going to be a one-on-one attack. Hedl saved me. Comper with the puck. Fires the puck around the board. And they won't pick up that play. Makar sends it offside as we got a whistle here with under 18 seconds. It looks like Hunt was not going to try to deliver out there. He went biting in too hard. I don't know what's the point with this one, but he was all been locked out, and that's all it happens to be. His finish of this night of Game 4 comes to a bigger way to get things better. Here's another one for Lindgren. 15 seconds to play. Strome with the puck. Fires the puck in deep. McCarr. Strome with it now. Saved out by Cooper. Toes. And that ends Game 4. The Avs now win the 6-1 game over the New York Rangers. And this is not a drill. They are the win here in Game 4 at Ball Arena. In and out, this all has to be a salute to all fans. We appreciate all their support. They did a lot of hard work out there with the muscle. So that wraps it up here for Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. This has been a presentation of the final games in between the East and West Conference of the Avs and Rangers in the finals. Tune with us next time, Game 5 back in the Garden, to rematch again. OJ, Paintbrush, and me, Father Don, I'm out of here. And we hope you see you here for the last game. And if we have Game 6 necessary, we'll see how this goes. Good night, everyone. Alright, thank you all very much out there. Time for 3-star players of the game. Number 3 we have is Gabriel Landeskog. A goal and assist. Really has to do things all on his own. And he tried to hit it up with you, hit the stick. What a great deflection off to kill it. And the 2nd star, Ryan Murray. A goal and assist. He did the same thing just like Gabriel Landeskog did. And now he has his first goal in the finals of the postseason. And number 1, Darcy Kuemper, 61 saves, .984 percentage of his saving ability. Wow. All 3 rows of the Colorado are the best plays of the team. Now they have the win. They can definitely try to hit the deck and get ready to go back to New York in Game 5. Well, that should do here for tonight. I'm your host, Son of Beast. And we will see you back here for At the Garden to do it again. And we know it's already past 4th of July, so I hope you all guys enjoy your 4th of July Day special. And with that one, so still got a lot of more couple of games left here. And after that, we can definitely reach out of here and we can all be back here for next season. And we have a lot of summer fun action here in between we play, the deals, and the skit, including the suggestion for you guys if you guys want to see some more. So with that, thank you for watching. Peace out, everyone, for as a while as the Stanley Cup Finals of NHL 22 dial. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.